Yeah, I thought that Didimokov set versus Kazunoko was fucking sick. That set was really good. Kazunoko was just not ready, dude. You can tell a lot of people didn't study Didimokov as much as they should have, right? They were like, oh yeah, you know, Didimokov Dalsum. I know the Dalsum match, but they weren't ready for someone with that style. I saw Didimokov playing at WNF and I was like, damn, this guy is fucking good, man. So, alright, this character, this matchup. The thing about Punk is that you can tell that he really doesn't like Rashid. I think stylistically, Rashid matches up well against Punk's playstyle. Yeah, I hope you qualify next year, too. I hope Didimokov gets to travel. He needs some big esports sponsor to throw money his way. I think stylistically, this is a bad match for Punk as a player because Rashid, first of all, is really hard for Punk to play ground game against. Second of all, he's constantly cornered, and I think Punk's weakness is that when he gets cornered, boy, it's rough. I'll tell you. When he gets cornered, it's really, really hard for him to escape out of there. Like, this position is really bad, and Punk just has to guess. It doesn't matter how good your footsies are when you're cornered. So I think that that's one of the big weaknesses that he's going to have. Like, stylistically, he's not good at being on defense and guessing. Some people are better at it than others. Like, Kazunoko, I feel like, is really good at being on defense and just being like, well, I'm going to survive.
What kind of shoes is he wearing? What kind of shoes is he wearing, man? You can't be wearing.
Damn, this guy Punk he's buff. Does Rashid have a bad matchup? I think he has a couple. Like, I think Guile is a tough match. I think Rashid is top 3 for sure, yeah. Am I saying the corner is extra bad for Karen or Punk? I think corner is pretty bad for Karen in some ways, but I think it's just extra bad for Punk. This position, I think, is just he's really bad at guessing. Counter hit. This is what's good about Karen though, is that he can either side switch here or he can just take the corner pressure. Look at that. She's really good at getting out of the corner. Her down jab lets her confirm into a really strong series. It's a 3-frame button. She gets out of the corner. I just think he has a weakness to this character. I talked to Moke. Punk cried on Twitter about Rashid after losing this. That's a running joke. He always complains about Rashid on Twitter. He tweets all the time and is like, hey guys, nerf Rashid. You know, he just tweets that all the time. All right, Didimokov, have a good one, man. Like, people tweet that all the time. He tweets that all the time. That's like his running joke on Twitter. He says that Ken is weak and that they should nerf Rashid. Those are the 2 things he says all the time. And I mean, I don't disagree with him that Rashid is really, really powerful. Damn, that was meaty. It comboed. Oh, he thought it was going to be a stun. Oh, he got him. And I talked to Moke after the set, and he told me that sort of when he played Punk, he felt that he was uncomfortable against Rashid. Like, he didn't like the matchup as a player, and that he plays with Mago a lot. And Mago has a really good record against him.
Ready. The check. Wow. The check. A quick first game. Talk about unfazed. I mean,
this is the youth of Japan versus the youth of the U.S.
I mean, I wouldn't even blame him if he came out a bit flustered, but he came back even stronger.
Yeah, that's
even more composed.
Yeah, Ping is a really, really gracious person. Always donating. Like the current most bits in the chat. Yeah, Ping is really nice about donations and being gracious with their money. There are Rashid players that are strong. Like JB plays with Punk all the time. It's one of his main training partners. It's just stylistically, this is a tough match, man. I think this is hard for Punk. And Moke is hella good. Oh, that was out of the air, so he couldn't get the combo. Weakness of crush countering backdashes or any airborne move, right? When you crush counter someone out of the air, it's not the same as the ground. So this is actually a punish on his whiff. Yeah, follow Didimokov. Didymokov's in the chat. If you guys are in the chat, go click on Didymokov's name and hit the follow button right here. I saw him streaming the other day.
Activates after the block roundhouse. What a backdash low forward.
Whip punish? I don't think Tenko would have reached there.
Why would he do that? Not sure what he was looking for with that. V-trigger halfway spent.
Dash up, gets the throw anyway. Corner in favor.
I think Moke is probably the strongest Rashid. Yeah, there's a lot of youth in what's it called? There's a lot of youth in the US and Japan.
Moke takes another round.
The Japanese players are starting to have young players come out and be really strong, you know. The U.S. has had them for a little while, and they've been kind of cultivating for a bit. But, yeah, Japan is now having the youth. Damn, this crouching fierce, man. This range is brutal. And look at this. He's just cornered. Side switch. The recipe is just... It's not happening anytime soon if it'll happen, I'll tell you that. Oh, God.
Oh, that was beautiful.
He's not dead. Knocking on the door. I told you she's a Jehovah's Witness. She just knocks all day and then she checks. And you open the door, boom. Have you heard about our good Lord, the low forward? That's just what happens. This character, man.
Oh my goodness, why didn't he spend it? I don't know. He's in the corner now, too.
More plus frames. He doesn't... Now he dies in a throw. He went all in. I think he was going to chip anyway.
And actually, that worked out even better for him, right?
Yep.
Because he pressed the button, got hit, kept all of his bars.
Jehovah's Witness. She's like the Book of Mormon or a Jehovah's Witness.
Almost cost him everything.
Once again, that low forward, making sure Punk respects that space.
Rashid got some nerfs in Season 3. His throw loop's not as good. I like the view reversal. The problem with view reversaling there is if this mix-up doesn't work, he stays in the corner, right?
Forward throw coming from Punk. Oh, nice. Low forward confirm again.
All right, good damage and corner carry. But the problem is Rashid just hits you, and now you're cornered again, right? Look, pushed all the way here. He's got him near the corner again. If he does down fierce mixer, or down fierce into a tornado, cornered. And there it is. We're cornered, just like that.
Doesn't come.
Activate.
Oh,
got him. All right. He's got CA on deck, nice and easy.
There you go.
Should be one apiece now. Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Now, using that low forward coming from Rashid is definitely making a Punk respect.
Look at this smile on on Punk's face. I was talking to JB, and JB was like, when Punk disrespects you and he smiles, he is way more powerful than when he has that serious face. He said if Punk has a smile on the camera between rounds, he always wins. When he looks serious, he always loses. I want to see if he's right.
Is in her favor, but even still, you're going to second guess it after that trade. Crush counter early.
Yeah, that corner combo, this corner carry on this is brutal, right? And then this situation. Oh, he missed his Tenko to get out of the corner. That was his chance to escape. He respected uppercut. Oh, wrong anti-air. He should have done heavy mixer. Punk's carrying is really strong because he generally has better like awareness of the spacing on where the character needs to be. He's got incredible hit confirms, and he just survives in dangerous situation all the time. Time after time after time. Plus frames, yep, still plus. Forces the mix-up. And now Moke has to abandon the corner temporarily while this is here. This is loser's bracket, yeah. Now Punk, he can still win in one hit. He can still win in one hit here, yep.
He is done.
Got him. That smile, man. Look, he's a little serious right now. And then there's the smile at the end. When he's serious, he loses always. Yeah, Punk at Evo definitely had the serious face. That was the struggle. You can't have the serious face. Whiff punish. Oh, that was fucking sick. But Moke is smart too, man. I feel like he and Punk have really similar strengths. Crushed him. Yeah, and it's a combo, nice and easy on the stun. Oh, he wanted the reset. Yeah, he can jab and then flip you out of the air. Got him. Got him. Meaty, and Punk is just stuck right there, right? He's just in a bad spot.
I've said this. He keeps it so close. That way, when he explodes, it makes it more impactful.
Swinging with that crouching fierce. My uptime is about 2.5 hours now.
Look at the range. Look at where he's going. Going right back to that low forward.
This is the real problem with this matchup. There's never a range where I think Karen is like super confident on the ground. Like she constantly has to be like really, really aware of where Rashid is moving. So even though I think that she generally has better firepower on the ground in terms of normals, like Rashid, he has so much more payoff every time he hits you. Because he's just going to corner you, and this corner pressure is so much worse to deal with. Like, her options to deal with his pressure are much worse than the reverse.
Moke's got the positional advantage now.
All right, good anti-air. He loses his bar on it, and nice and meaty.
Stun.
Jesus Christ. 50-50 here.
Scaled here, needs to reset. There it is.
Oh, he baited the throw. Where was the... Oh, man. That was bad. That was really bad. 2 drops back to back. That's like really rare from Punk, right? One thing you expect is his execution to always be on point. So this is when I got nervous. This is it. Yeah, this is it. He got overzealous with this jab here. The jump back medium kick was a good idea, but hitting this jab got him caught by the tornado. And that's the end of that. You have to respect the tornado. Dropped low forward Rekka, or dropped confirm off the low forward. Couple of bad misses from Punk really cost him. And Moke is nice and solid there.
That was crazy. He was looking right to it, so he's like, yeah, that was me. I'm killing your dreams out there. Look at me.
This is the young kids, dude. Like, what, 21 versus 18 or 19-year-old?
So clever. Had everything prepared.
Look at how serious he looks now. Don't look serious. The minute you look serious, you just get smoked. That's what happens.
Now Moke on match game.
All right, take the shoulder. This pressure is where Punk really excels, right? But again, it's only good block. It's only so long until, you know, Rashid corners you. You might have been right about the EX% hunt, yeah.
I want that on the soundboard. That's what I want.
I can't resist that.
Young players they're in that age range where they're just learning and they're becoming super powerful, and it's like the level of play. You have to think about it like this. If you think about play, right, the level of play, if this is the highest level, this line right here, like when new players start, the road for them to get to there is much faster than it used to be, right? Like if your progression is like, you know, you sort of go up and then like this, right? They're starting from a much better place than people back in the day were starting, right? Like if you were playing back in the arcade days or something, like you don't have access to as many resources. You don't have access to online play. You don't have access to footage that you can study, videos you can study. Like when you learn those skills, you have to do it in like a I don't know, what is the word for a vacuum? You have to do it in a vacuum. Now, like the level of play is here. So when a new player starts, they're like here and then they rise up towards it to get to here, right? There's more resources. There's more ways for you to level up. So new players will start at a higher level than before. So instead of starting down here and trying to have to figure stuff out, you start here and you work your way out, you hit the highest level, and then you can keep ascending, you know? There's harder to do this kind of stuff. Now when you play Street Fighter, you can, you know, Punk can go back and watch this match 100 times if he wants to learn from it, right?
Still saves 2 bars. There's a throw.
Rashid who's getting caught in now. Has to wake up with a light to try and stop the momentum. This is a beatdown right now. Needs to get out of this position. Hurricane. Oh, the delay.
Yeah, this is it.
Ties it
Gonna fall out.
That's all right. He's dead.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
2 apiece.
All right, guys.
Last game here.
Support. This is the last set right
Daigo Umehara looks like he's nodding off. Dang, Daigo's next to Mama Punk. Daigo's next to her in Japanese talking shit. He's like, he's about to lose. Moke is gonna fuck him up. Damn, Saint JDCR back there. Boken.
Somebody said Moke. Get him out of here. No, I'm joking.
Look at how quickly Rashid corners you in every match. It's so crazy. Both of these characters have it, right? They have the tools that strong Street Fighter V characters have. They have the really oppressive fast medium buttons that are cancelable. Hers are better, right? She has better medium attacks that lead to combo damage that are confirmable. But he has a much better heavy button to crush medium normals. So in this matchup, it just leads to Rashid having better heavy options to crush her really strong medium options. And it's another good option to subscribe to the channel like Mr. Armory has done. Thanks very much for the 5 months. Punish that. Yeah, JDCR played a lot of Street Fighter when he was down here. When we were at the HyperX event, he played like 50 games with Daigo or something like that.
Oh, the throw. He was looking for V reversal. That's why he ate the throw.
That button again. It didn't come.
Activate. He's going to need some work.
Damn, the little check. He should have done heavy mixer here. That's, I think, the second or third time in this set that Moke tried down medium punch when he should have gone for heavy mixer. That's a mistake. All the new info available is a double-edged sword. New blood and our locals are learning combos and setups and not how to play. They'll learn how to play with time. I agree with you that that's the wrong way to approach at the start, but you learn how to play over time. Man, wake up Eagle Spike. Wake up Eagle Spike is really powerful for a couple of reasons. For one, if your opponent respects your wake up and Eagle Spike doesn't hit, you move to full screen and you're safe. You're -9 from full screen. So yeah, nice and safe. He ends the medium mixer early so he can go for V-trigger. He's 0 here, but the tornado means you have to respect it. What did he hit to get counter hit? 0.
What an option. Overhead, and Moke moves into
Maybe
match
attack.
point here. Punk 1 round away from being eliminated.
JCR plays Akuma. I think he lost like, I heard that he lost like 40 to 0 to Daigo or something.
Great start to the round there with that crush.
Yeah, the Eagle Spike is like the, it's like the EX legs. It's like the, any of the kick moves, like the Demon Flip. You can OS block or tech with it. But it's just so cheap in general because it'll beat throw, especially like delayed throw. It puts you out of the corner. It's a lot like Demon Flip in that aspect. EX legs is probably the weakest version of the, gross whiff punish. Yeah, that's just a throw bait. It's so powerful, man. It just means that there's so many positions where you're just stuck. Oh, you lost to a bunch of Daigo, not him? I thought he lost to Daigo a bunch. I remember him dunking you, Boken. I remember him beating you up. At first, it was like you were winning, and then he started winning. Dude, JDCR adapts really fast. V-trigger out. Again, you end your medium mixer early. Right, you don't take all the extensions, so that way Punk goes flying and he has time to backdash and activate.
V-trigger. One more sequence could end this.
Side switch. That's a clean cross-up block. Oh, no. Clean cross-up block. No double jab Tenko. So many drops, I think, really cost Punk in this set. I can't believe he did that. Oh, where was the confirm? No. There was like, Punk messed up in the second to last game. He missed those combos, those confirms. Same thing here where I think some of the stuff that he's usually like the most consistent about you can ever be, he just sort of dropped and then boom, the big uppercut. Brutal situation. Hey, I saw 801 Strider in the chat. Hey chat, can you guys go tell 801 Strider that he should stream match analysis of himself? Thanks.